Hi, my name is Kaitlyn Goodson. I am a third grade student teacher at Nations Ford Elementary. My cooperating teacher's name is Sarah Hoyle. This lesson is an interactive read aloud lesson with the book The 100 Dresses. It was filmed on March 14th, 2016.
Making your way to the carpet. Take Bailey's here. The carpet that you clean. Bailey's here. Henry is here. Alan, Mike.
Jasmine, nice moving quickly.
Sitting by your weenie buddy, well done. Thank you, Hannah. Jose E. Who am I waiting on? Jose?
Can I get a stand, Miss Williams?
Say, Sean, come sit in the carpet, please.
Can I get 6?
Can you come sit in the carpet, Star?
Well, you got me.
I got you.
Don't push me.
Oh, sorry. Careful, boys. Are you okay?
Push me.
You good?
No, you didn't push me.
Oh, sorry. Huh.
Everybody.
Everybody. Track me. Hey, track me. Somebody tell me the title of the book that we've been reading. Don't let me the board.
The 100 dresses.
The 100 Dresses. Now, I wasn't here on Friday, but I caught up. To see what you guys read. Hey, let's put our voices off and track me on the carpet, please, boys. Henry, stay and start the whole time, right? Hey, stay and start. I'm watching for points the whole time.
I'm trying to get 7.
I'm watching for points. Good. I want to see you get 7 or 7. Who can tell me something that happened in the story on Friday that I missed? Maylee, what happened? What's this character's name? Wanda? So Wanda ended up coming back to school? I know that she was like missing and that you girls were like wondering when I was there on Thursday. Alright, we're going to come across a couple words today in our reading. I'm going to let one of these letters go each time, but take a look at the pictures real quick and think about what it might be. Alright? Alright, let's do this one up here. We've got an A, and as I pull it, try to think what you think it might be. A bow. Turn and talk to your partner about what this word might mean. Absent-mindedly.
If you have the reading of it today, yes, you may. Yes, you may.
I see Henry and Mike need to meet. Bailey, Kiara, hear what you gotta see. Need to meet. Need to meet, please. Justin, tell me about what that word might mean. Absent-mindedly. Absent-mindedly. What do you think that word means? Absent? Why do you think that? Oh, we're not playing the behavior game, but I'm keeping track of points. We have 2 points. We have 2 out of 10. Alright? Absent-mindedly. Somebody tell me what they think that word might mean. Aaron has tracked me. Who can tell me what they think that word might mean? Alan? You lost direction by where you're going. Why do you think that?
Because in the picture I can see like a lot of arrows and he like
Kind of like,
turning where he's going.
Alan, you are 100% on the right track. You want to know what absent-mindedly means?
And lost
So lost in thought that someone doesn't realize what they are doing. So, let me give you an example. Sometimes when Miss Goodson is driving to work, she to it. It just kind of happens. Think about something that you do every single day. What about brushing your teeth?
Go to school?
Do you going to school?
Not
You
every
don't
day.
You don't put much thought into it, right? It just kind of happens. Absent-mindedly is doing something and not really thinking about what
In
you're
the
doing.
shower?
All right, let's do this word. Ready? Let's see if you can guess it.
Action.
Track the board.
Accidentally.
I'm waiting.
Accidentally. Minecraft.
Track.
Accepted.
Accord.
A cord.
Accord. What do you think accord means?
Accord.
You want something? About what? A cord? Track. Boys. 4 points for the whole class, almost all tracking there. All right, stay Sean. Chapter 4, the contest. Now today, even though she and Peggy had been late to school, Maddie was glad she had not had to make fun of Wanda. She worked her arithmetic problems absent-mindedly. 8 times 8, let's see. Nothing she could do about making fun of Wanda. She wished she had the nerve to write Peggy a note because she knew she'd never have the courage to speak right out to Peggy and say, "Hey Peg, let's stop asking Wanda how many dresses she has." When I think about Maddie, a true and precise word that comes to my mind, I feel that she's fearful or a coward and timid because she doesn't want to stand up to her best friend Peggy and do what she believes is right. She just kind of goes along with whatever Peggy does, even though she knows in her heart that it's wrong. But she doesn't want to stand up to Peggy because she's scared. So that's why I think I would call her fearful or timid or maybe even a coward. I wanted to see if my true and precise word of her continues throughout the rest of the story. Let's see if it changes. I hope it changes because I don't want Maddie to be a coward. No, she's fearful. She's full of fear. Fearless would mean that you don't have any fears at all. When she finished her arithmetic or math, she did start a note to Peggy. Suddenly, she paused and shuddered. She pictured herself in the schoolyard, a new target for Peggy and the girls. Peggy might ask her where she got the dress she had on, and Maddie would have to say that it was one of Peggy's old ones that Maddie's mother had tried to disguise with new trimming so that no one in room 13 would recognize it. Make sure you're checking me with your voices off and start. 5. If only Peggy would decide of her own accord to stop having fun with Wanda. Alright, so in this sentence it said if only Peggy would decide of her own accord to stop making fun short blonde hair, as though to push the uncomfortable thoughts away. What difference did it make? Slowly, Maddie tore the note she had started into bits. She was Peggy's best friend, and Peggy was the best liked girl in the whole room. Peggy could not possibly do anything that was really wrong, she thought. As for Wanda, she was just some girl who lived up on Boggin's Heights and stood alone in the schoolyard. Nobody in the room thought about Wanda at all, except when it was her turn to stand up for oral reading. Stand up for oral reading. Why do you think the class paid attention to Wanda when she got up to read? Let's think about it as we go, and let's have a thought in your head right now about why they're maybe waiting for her to stand up and read. And we're going to keep reading and find out. Ooh, maybe, Daniel. Let's find out. Let's see if that's true. Then they all hoped she would hurry up and finish and sit down, because it took, stay Sean, it took forever to read a paragraph. Sometimes she stood up and just looked at her book and couldn't, or wouldn't read at all. The teacher tried to help her, but she'd just stand there until the teacher told her to sit down. Was she dumb or what? Turn and talk about maybe that thought you had about why they waited for her to stand up and read. Is it the same thought that you have now? What do you think? Why did she want to stand up and read? Why did people look at her when she got up to read? Let me hear more of that thought. Why do you think she was shy? Sometimes it's said that she didn't want to read. Maybe she was just timid. The only time she talked was in the schoolyard about her 100 dresses. Maddie remembered her telling about one of her dresses, a pale blue one with cerise-colored trimmings, and she remembered another that was brilliant jungle green with a red sash. "You'd look like a Christmas tree in that," the girls had said in pretended admiration. Thinking about Wanda and her 100 dresses all lined up in the closet, Maddie began to wonder who was going to win the drawing and color contest. For girls, this contest consisted of designing dresses, and for boys, of designing motorboats. Probably Peggy would win the girls' medal. Peggy drew better than anyone else in the room. At least that's what everybody thought. You should see the way she could copy a picture in a magazine or some film star's head. You could almost tell who it was. Oh, Maddie did hope Peggy would win. Hope so? She was sure Peggy would win. Well, tomorrow, the teacher our reading.